If you want to scale, you have to have a mass market offer. You have to. Like, the only reason why I was able to scale to 8 figures because I was selling an offer that everybody knew you have to make, when you're selling something, you have, the common person have to believe they can achieve it. Like, when you're selling something, that's when I have my e-commerce course, I didn't say e-commerce, I said start an online store. Because words are so powerful. If you say, oh, start an e-commerce business, people are like, well, this is back in the day, right? People didn't know what e-commerce were. The terminology of e-commerce was a very complex terminology. But people know what an online store is. So I changed my pitch from saying e-commerce to, hey, start an online store. Just that little tweak allowed people to believe, oh, I can start an online store for myself. Yeah. So mass market offer is going to be good. If you want to really break through and build an audience, you definitely need a mass market offer.
Do you see any particular ones that are taking off in the marketplace really well right now?
It has to be able to help the common person get results, right? People are trying to do AI automation and things like that, like AI services and things like that. But you have to really, like, agencies, e-commerce is always going to be there. Social media marketing is always going to be there because there's so many businesses that need social media marketing. People are always going to need websites development to be done. It has always been here since the internet has started. The internet is a website, so everybody's going to need a website. So that's always going to be there.
Yeah. So I'm curious to pick your brain. We've talked about AI a little bit. And so I'm curious to know how you think that's going to affect like the job economy going forward.
I think you either adapt to AI or you get left behind because AI is taking over. It's literally changing, and it's changing in a good way. AI is literally changing our entire life. Like I was telling you earlier, before, when I was writing ad copies for my Facebook ads, I would spend 5 hours and I would, on a Google Doc, writing my story, pouring my heart out into a doc. Now I can create some few prompts and provide a few details, and ChatGPT can populate that for me. So it's changing our life. Any questions I need, anything I need, I can ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gives it to me right away. So it's like you have to use what's available for you. If you don't use it, guess what? You get left behind because the people who are using it are the ones who are capitalizing off of it. So you need to adapt to AI.
Yeah, I think that it'll create like a bigger disparity gap, if you will, in individuals. I think that as I've studied economics over the past several years, like every time there's a big issue in the economy or a big new development or something, it tends to wipe out the middle class. And so I'm curious myself, like on your thoughts in terms of how that's going to affect the U.S. economy as we go in the next like 5-10 years or so.
It's going to make people more money. People are making more money than ever before. I have clients right now doing $400,000 a month and they're 21. So it's like making money now is easier because there's so many tools and resources available to everybody now. Before there wasn't. A lot of these tools and resources was not available. Things was hard.
And the education.
Education was not available. Now it's accessible. Anyone can actually, if you really are serious about changing your life, you can really change your life. It's really no excuse for people to not change their life now. Like if they're not changing their life to actually achieve things, it's their fault. And you just have to take personal accountability for yourself at that point. Because it's like 2025, where everything is here for you. You know me, I came from Africa. And coming to America is fucking easy. Like everything is accessible for people. Like people here can have a credit system. Like when my development and things that I do, I have to pay cash. When I go to Africa and spend $1 million, I'm spending $1 million cash. America, 20%. And the bank give you the loan. You can't do that in Africa. Man. You got to pay cash for things.
Yeah. It's like life on easy mode here.
It's like smooth sailing.
I think there's something to be said about that though, because I think that as I grew up in it here, it was like it gives you the opportunity to be more lazy and content, And I'm curious to know, like, what are kind of your thoughts on good ways to be able to prevent hitting kind of a comfortability level that stops you from growing or wanting to learn and things of that nature? You
got to dream build. I am always dream building. Like while I'm in Miami, right? I see people driving freaking $60 million yacht. I want one.
Yeah.
I put myself in the environment so it pushes me. Not that I'm great. I'm very successful. I can sit down right now and not have to do anything, and my investments can take care of me. But I put myself in an environment where it's going to push me to say, hey, maybe you want that too. Maybe you want that. Because I put myself in that environment so I want to achieve those things. So you have to put yourself in an environment where it's going to be easy for you to be motivated. Because if you're not motivated, you're not going to be able to achieve success. When I was starting out, I went to luxury dealership because I wanted luxury cars. I couldn't afford it at the time, but I put myself in an environment, and over time, I could afford it.
Yeah, that's powerful. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the 2 Comma Club podcast. Real quick before you go, if you want to save time on watching all the episodes but still get all the gold nuggets that we find from interviewing these 7, 8, and 9-figure entrepreneurs, then you can get all of that inside of the 2 Comma Club newsletter. Just go to 2ccnewsletter.com and subscribe.